Because it sounds inconceivable, right? Unbelievable. Like, just like we didn't believe wholesaling was a real thing.
Sure.
Someone listening to this right now might think, oh my God, like you can't become a millionaire, right? In 3 years.
Sure.
Is there anything that I missed out on that you want to hammer on a little harder or emphasize?
No. So I think just being intentional, right? Like mapping out like a brief game plan. It doesn't have to be an organized game plan. Like my wife and I hit it by accident, like fumbling around. We're just dribbling on the court, right? Mm-hmm. Just jumping around taking free throws. And we hit it, right? Not because we're super smart, not because we're super analytical, because we were willing to take action, right? We were very intentional about the groups we were in, the rooms we were in. And at least me, I was always very vocal about what my goals were as far as buying rental properties. And I think as a society and as a culture, like if you're in those rooms and you raise your hand and say, hey, I want to buy a rental. I want to have rentals. The guys who have rentals want to pull you up. Like they will help you out. And being vulnerable and being honest and being transparent about what you do know and what you don't know, what you're strong about and what you're not strong about, being able to talk about that, people want to help those kind of folks out. And if they see you helping yourself, at least I'm that way. If I see somebody that's trying, I'll go out of my way to help them. And that's it's been one of the key things that's helped me thus far.
Yeah, I can say for sure, right? I mean, anytime we see anybody that wants it and you can tell they'll put in the work, it's rewarding to help them.
Sure.
But then on the flip side, you get that guy that wants to pick your brain and doesn't have hustle and is not going to take any action. It's soul sucking, right? It's awful. All right, so it's funny. The title of the show is How to Become a Millionaire in 3 Years. But something you want to talk about is how dollar amount does not equate to success. Yeah, right. So you want to speak on that?
So it's funny. I was having dinner. A good friend of mine named Miles Barrio flew out here to Arizona with us, or to be here with us, and we were having dinner last night, and we were talking about success. And once again, I said I'm in a couple of different masterminds, and everybody wants to talk about success and have a dollar amount on it, right? There's a big push in our industry when you're in conversations like, how many deals did you do last month? What'd you gross last month? And my thing internally is like, what does it matter, right? How do you define success? And Miles and I were talking last night, like what his definition of success is may be different than my definition of success. And his may have a dollar amount, whereas mine does not have a dollar amount, and vice versa. And what we came up with is we both agreed that success is being able to live life on your own terms. Some people aspire to have a big team. Miles and I, neither one aspire to have a huge team. Mm-hmm. Some people aspire to wear $2,000 Dolce & Gabbana shoes, right? Miles and I don't aspire to wear, Louis Vuitton shoes. We would rather be able to take our kids to Phoenix Suns games, right? We'd rather be able to take our kids to their baseball games and be present at the practices and the ballet, and that's success, right? Yeah. Not having to report to a boss and ask for vacation days. If you've got a break in your homeschooling schedule and your wife says, let's go to, Tennessee or Florida, let's book a trip and go.
Right.
That's success. So
living life on your own terms.
Absolutely.
Do you feel like you're doing that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you have a target? Like, I want to hit this dollar amount, nest egg, whatever, where I can like rest.
So it's funny because we have, in our market, I think you and I were talking in the hallway, there's at least a dozen guys in the Greenville, Spartanburg market that do what we do. And I'm friends with them, and I think half of them are probably watching. So Renee Lopez, Mike Fernandez, Jeremiah Phillips, all you guys, Milton. So we always, when we have lunch, we have conversations. There's one guy, Chris Fox. His numbers, his question is always, what is your right off into the sunset number, right? What does that look like? Is it a monthly dollar amount? Is it a net worth amount? Is it a property? Is it a door count? And for me, my wife and I were talking about it, like, I just enjoy the hustle, man. Like, I still go on seller appointments. I love doing that. So the end goal for me, like right now we're building a new house. Like that's our goal for this year. Like get my wife her new house built. I'd like to do 6 more flips this year. We did 4 last year. Do 6 flips this year. 3 more rentals. Yeah, aggressive. That's a good number. It's not too aggressive. Buy 3 more rentals. A 5-year goal would maybe be to get into some small multifamily development. Like that looks cool. Looks sexy, right? But I don't have a dollar amount. I don't have a monthly number that is my right off into the sunset, never see Shay Ninan again number. I don't have that.
I'm only asking that question because this is a conversation that we're having at our dinner table, right, at home. And my wife's like, when are you going to hang it up? Like, when are you going to slow down?
Never.
Like, what?
Yeah.
that a thing?
Yeah, no.
And anytime I've ever heard anyone actually come up with that number and hit it, they're not happier.
Yeah, no.
Right? It was just a target. It had nothing to do with actually what they were trying to accomplish. Sure. And I'm with you, right? The journey. The fun is in the journey. So there's some